Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today is my birthday, so let's go book shopping. I have plans to get quite a few books today book shopping. I do have a gift card that I've been saving, so I am hoping to get quite a bit today. As well as I do know that at Barnes & Noble I do have $15 rewards that I've been saving as well, so that should give me some money off and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna go and see how much book shopping I can do at Barnes, and I might end up seeing if I end up going to another few bookstores potentially in the area. We'll see. I might find everything that I'm looking for at Barnes, but yeah, let's go ahead and head that way. I will give you guys a haul once I get back. So yeah, let's go book shopping with me for my birthday. So I am about to leave Barnes & Noble. I will say that I feel like it was a bit of a bust. I mean, I got some stuff in there, but most of the stuff that I was looking for, they literally did not have. So I got 8 books from out of there, and I was able to use my rewards. I had $20 in rewards, so I used that, and I really only spent probably about just over a third of what I was wanting to spend in there. So I don't feel like my book shopping's done, so I am going to go to my local romance bookstore. It's downtown, so I'm gonna go there instead because I just feel like they barely had anything that I wanted. So that sucks, but we're gonna keep it moving and try and find some of the stuff elsewhere that I think they will have, because some stuff like the mashup and games, love story, and those kind of things they literally didn't have. So I'm gonna go somewhere else and see if I can find it. So I will see you guys when we get there. Alright, I am now home, so let's do a book haul. I got 16 books in total. I got 8 from each place that I went. So I got 8 from Barnes and 8 from Blushing Books, which is a romance bookstore. So let's get into it. Starting with Barnes & Noble, I'm just gonna kind of pull them out the bag as we go. I was hoping to get a few more books. I did not get everything that was on my list, but I got most of it, so I'll probably will just end up purchasing the other things at a later date and probably just ordering them online from Barnes & Noble or wherever. So let's get into the haul, and then I'm going to go eat lunch. So first up, we've got Kissed by the Gods by Katie Rogan, and this is a romantasy book, and she's not a victim, she's a weapon. He's not the hero, he's the villain. So this book has been making its rounds recently. I've heard pretty good things about it, so I wanted to check it out and see if I was going to like it. Next, we've got Heartstopper Volume 4. So they were buy one get one 50% off. So I did actually end up picking up the rest of the Heartstopper series. I have read up to book 3 and I only owned books 1 and 2. So picked up the rest of the series. So this is volume 4. And then we've also got volume 6, volume 5, and volume 3. So I did get these buy one get one 50, except for book 6. Obviously it was not on sale, but the rest of them were, so I got those. And then I was looking for like another book to get for the buy one 50, and they didn't really have very many buy one get one 50s out today. So then I ended up getting Devour Me by Emily Rath. I am going to try another book by Emily Rath. If you didn't know, I read her hockey romance and gave it 1 star. I absolutely hated that book, so I'm gonna give her another try and see. I've heard pretty good things about this one, so I'm excited to try it, and I'm very intrigued by this, so fingers crossed I'm going to like it. Next, we've got The Chase by Elle Kennedy. This is the first book in the Briar U series. I have not read the series, so I want to read it, so figured why not grab book 1. Then I got Not Safe for Work by Nisha J. Tooley, and I do have this author's fantasy book, but I did want to try their romance as well, so I did grab a copy of this. Plus I just love this cover. It's absolutely stunning, so super excited to get into this. And then finally I got The Love Lyric by Christina Forrest. This is the last book in the Green Sisters series that I needed to read and pick up, so I picked this one up. They only had 1 copy of this, so that was good. My Barnes & Noble was like so empty, and I was like, literally for it to be a new release Tuesday, you guys barely have anything. It was quite bad. But then, so I went to my local romance bookstore and found quite a few things in there. A lot of the things that I was looking for on my list, I did find in there. The main 2 things that I was looking for was Game the Love Story and the mashup, and they did not have those. So those are ones that I'm going to have to order. But getting into the blushing bag. First up, we've got A Bargain So Bloody by Vasilisa Drake. And I've been hearing about this one recently as well. It's been making its rounds around my For You page, so I decided to pick this book up. Then I got Going by Coastal by Dahlia Adler. And this book is about Natalia Fox, who has 24 hours to decide if she wants to stay in New York City or spend it with her mom in LA. And I think she is just trying to decide between 2 people, I guess. I don't know. It sounded good in the store, so I decided to pick this up. But it also says, how's a girl supposed to choose? So maybe she ends up with both of them. I don't know. Then we've got See You at the Sunset by Susan Lee. Again, this is another one that I've been seeing all over my Instagram, so I did decide to grab this one. I want to say this is enemies to lovers and maybe potentially workplace. Not sure. Definitely enemies to lovers though. So super excited to get into this one. Then we've got Chase Me If You Can by Heather Francis, and this is a storm chaser romance very similar to In Stormy Weather by Chelsea Curto, and I read that earlier this month and loved it, so decided to grab this one. Then we've got Married with Benefits by Ellie Palmer, and this is a marriage in trouble romance, and I'm excited to get into this. And I think, yeah, this is like a marriage in trouble. I think I don't know if it is or not, but I'm excited to read it. I definitely was looking for this one specifically, so I'm excited to get into that. Next up, we've got Rose and Chains by Julie Soto, and this is the paperback version that came out today. And I did see this at my local Barnes, but I decided not to get it from there because I was already like low-key kind of irritated because they didn't have hardly anything that I was looking for. But I did decide to pick it up from Blushing instead, and Cassidy was telling me that she thinks that I would like this, so I decided to pick it up. Plus, I feel like I do like this cover a little bit better than the hardcover, so I am super excited to have this and cannot wait to read it. I think this is a dark romantasy, so sounds right up my alley. Then we've got Extracurricular by Rachel Lynn Solomon, and of course I had to get this. Brittany Keller did the cover, and I'm a sucker for a Brittany Keller cover, so I had to grab this, and so I'm super excited to get into this. Plus, I've really enjoyed everything from Rachel Lynn Solomon that I've read, so super excited to get into this one. And then finally, a cowboy romance, we've got West of Forever by Corinne Michaels, and I am wanting to get into Corinne Michaels, so I did grab this one. They did have another one that I've been having my eye on. She does have a romantic suspense that I've been having my eye on, but I just have not pulled the trigger on it just yet. But love a cowboy romance, love this cover, so decided I would try this one and see if I like the writing style and things like that. So super excited to read this one as well. All right, so that is my birthday book haul. I will probably haul these books again in my Q3 book haul. So you probably will be seeing these books again. I definitely will be reading these books between now and then. Like I'm sure they will make it into my monthly reading. So you could see them in a video potentially soon. So make sure that you're subscribed if you want to see what my thoughts are on any of these books. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming book shopping with me on my birthday. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I'll have all my social media linked in the description. Use some hype points if you have any, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.